very second episode of Topher Talks. This is a very special episode to me because it is an episode about a book that I wrote that has a very immaculate backstory. So, let's dive in. We're back, and now I'm just going to explain to you the backstory of this book that I wrote. It started in first grade. My mind created this book and I wrote it down. After only one chapter, I got bored. But in second grade, my interest was re-sparked on a field trip where I sat next to my best friend, Elijah Ramos, who helped me write this book. I spouted to him every single book in this hypothetical series that I was going to write. Now, I'm going to let Mark take it away. Thanks for that, Topher. Well, I think me and him are going to read you this book. Our story takes place in a small town in Ohio called Tip City. In this particular town, there was a neighborhood that was built over a strange prison that nowadays many people don't know about. If you do know about it, you've either read it about it, or you're in my organization. On the morning of June 1st, 2029, in a small bakery next to a coffee shop, which is just opening. You got the package ready, Dylan? Almost done, Ty. Answered Dylan. Now you've met Dylan and I. Dylan is the chef at the bakery. I am a waiter / delivery boy. Dylan was a junior in college at Wright State University, and I am a sophomore there. Knock, knock, knock. Claire, I got your package. Why, thank you, responded Claire. Claire was the owner of the coffee shop next door. She was in the same class as me at the rank of sophomore and also went to Wright State. Anytime, Claire, anytime. Why so glum, Ty? Claire asked. Well, it's just, we haven't had a case in what seems like forever. I hope we have one soon. You're right, Claire said. I think they're planning something big. Well, I hope you're correct, I said, because something big will really replace all this waiting time. Whoa, speaking of cases, Claire said excitedly, I just got a text for a new one. The phone rang. A fire had just broken out in Deercliff. I need you to investigate the scene of the crime. Boss man. You think it's a cobster? Asked Claire. Absolutely. In Deercliff. Anyone got the address? How about you, Ty? Dylan asked. I got nothing, Dylan, I answered. How about you, Ben? Asked Dylan. Ben was a fellow 21-year-old like the rest of us. He went to Wright State. Here, I got it, said Claire, in a thanks for asking sort of manner. When we got to the house, something was off. Hey, dude, said Ben. Doesn't this house look a little too nice for someone who just lost their house in a fire? Don't think about it, bro, I answered. Ding dong, ding dong, ding 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 ding. As the doorbell rang, we all thought one thing. Whose house is this? Why, hello, came the most annoying voice ever. You must be the detectives we hired. The voice belonged to a elderly Russian female. She was standing at the door looking at us. No one said anything, so I said, We are, ma'am, but we're not detectives. Oh, no. I thought we called detectives. Well, I guess you could consider us detectives, said Dylan. Nice move, man, I said to Dylan as we walked in. The interior of the house was spectacular, a huge painting hung in the foyer. This, I said, is definitely too nice for a family who lost everything to a fire. We have a few questions about the fire, I said, once we were all seated. First, I need to say something, the woman said. We were not the ones who lost at home. They are. As she pointed to a picture in the corner, an idea struck me. I asked if I could use her computer, and she gladly allowed me to. As soon as I walked in the room, I read what was already written on the screen. Triangle bombing throughout history. That got my attention. However, I was standing there thinking why the search was that. It hit me. Literally. I started to scream, "Bomb! Bomb!" But it was too late for the house. We barely made it out with our lives. Is everyone okay? I asked once we made it outside. Soon there were firefighters and medics streaming out into the streets, turning us away. You have to go, the firefighter chief said. There'll be an arson investigation here soon. But we can help, Dylan tried to protest. We were here when it happened. Sure, you can answer a few questions, said the firefighter. First, why were you there? Classified, Dylan answered. Ha ha, very funny. Second, how did the fire start? A bomb. It fell smack dab in my face. I answered. He stared at us in shock. He didn't know what to say. I looked at my watch. I realized that we had 15 minutes before we had to get back home. I left without answering any more questions. He tried to scream back at us, but we were already too far away to hear. So, that's my book that I wrote. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you, Mark, for helping me read this. So, in the Spotify, I have a Q&A to see if I should continue reading this. Please say yes or no. I need to know because I don't know if I want to finish it. Thanks for your feedback, and remember, if you see us on iTunes, remember to give us a 5-star review and leave a comment on what another episode should be. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. In Spider-Man's first story in Marvel Comics' Amazing Fantasy number 15, produced in 1962, the American teenager Peter Parker, poor, sickly orphan, is bitten by a radioactive spider. In result of this bite, he gains superhuman strength, speed, and agility, along with the ability to climb on walls. He has thousands of comics under his name, and is known in many movies. In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire plays Spider-Man for 3 movies. He faces many villains like Green Goblin, Venom, and Doc Ock. In the home series, Disney Spider-Man is being played by Tom Holland, and he faces the likes of Vulture, Shocker, and teams up with Mysterio to fight the Titans in Europe, in which Mysterio stabs him in the back at the end of the movie.